Education is knowledge, and knowledge is power.
All right, so let's
I
get
thought,
right into it. There's this new kind of law popping up across the country, and it's literally drawing a line in the sand between regular citizens and first responders. They're being called HANO laws, and man, are they kicking up a huge debate about safety versus public transparency. So today, we're going to break down what this fight is all about based on some really sharp analysis. The analysis we're digging into today, which is from Lady Justice Liberty Press, really frames this entire thing around one powerful idea. It's this principle that for us to trust the justice system, we have to actually be able to see it working. Justice isn't just something that happens behind closed doors. It has to be seen to be believed. And that brings us to the big question, right? What happens to that whole idea when a new law forces you to stand way back? Is it really just about protecting first responders? Or does it kind of make it impossible to see what's truly going on? Let's get into the details. So, first things first, we have to look at the law itself. The source we're examining really zeroes in on one specific law out of Florida, so let's see what it actually says. Here we go. Florida Senate Bill 184. On the surface, it sounds pretty straightforward. If a first responder, a cop, a firefighter, a paramedic, is doing their job and they tell you to stop, it is now a crime to get any closer than 25 feet. Simple enough, right? Well, it's that number that's the key to everything. 25 feet, not 15, not 30. This specific distance is the entire reason we're talking about this. I mean, think about it. That's about the length of a big moving truck. So why does that exact distance matter so much? We're about to find out. And this right here really shows you the two sides of the story. Officially, the law's goal is to create a safety buffer and to stop what it calls the harassment of officials. But the analysis from Lady Justice Liberty Press, they have a very different take. They call it a gag order, basically saying its real purpose is to stop people from recording what's happening. And that leads to this huge question that the analysis brings up. The whole law is based on stopping harassment, but who decides what that means out on a chaotic street corner? Is it just holding up your phone? Is it asking what's going on? The way the law is written, that decision is left entirely up to the official right there on the scene. Okay, let's keep going, because this isn't just some abstract debate. The analysis we're drawing from points to a major court case, what they call a smoking gun, where a federal court has already had its say on a law just like this. The case is Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press versus Rakita. Back in August of 2025, the Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals had to look at an Indiana law that was, for all intents and purposes, identical to the one in Florida. This timeline really puts it all into perspective. So Indiana passes their law. Then a federal appeals court strikes it down. But after that happened, Florida's nearly identical law went into effect anyway. Now, it's worth noting a circuit court's decision is only law in its own area, but boy, does it send a strong signal to other courts. So what was the court's problem with it? Well, here's their main conclusion. They said the law was unconstitutionally vague. That's legal speak for this law is so unclear that a regular person has no way of knowing what's legal and what's not. The rules were just way too broad. And you gotta love this quote from the ruling. It really gets the point across. The judges were worried that with no clear rules, an officer could just decide to enforce this 25-foot rule for any reason at all. Not because of a real threat, but just because, as they put it, the officer had a bad breakfast. So this is the real kicker. The court tied this law directly to the Constitution. They said that giving an officer unfettered discretion, which basically means total unchecked power, to force a camera back 25 feet is a violation of the 14th Amendment. That was a huge statement about our right to see what's going on. But hey, it's not just about legal arguments. The analysis we're looking at says there's a really practical, really technical problem with that 25-foot distance. So they actually went out and demonstrated what it does to your ability to record something. And this is the phrase they came up with, an audio blackout. Their whole argument is that this 25-foot rule isn't really about creating a safe space. It's about creating an audio dead zone that makes real accountability almost impossible. And their breakdown is so simple but so effective. Think about it. When you're standing close, your smartphone can pick up everything, what people are saying, what commands are being given. But the second you get pushed back to that 25-foot line, that crucial audio just turns to mush. It gets muffled, distorted, or you can't hear it at all. So yeah, you might still have the video, but you've completely lost the context of what was said. The most important evidence is just gone. So, what's the bottom line here? Where does all this leave us? Well, the analysis frames this whole thing as a critical new battleground in a much bigger fight for public oversight and accountability. So let's just run through the main takeaways here. Number one, these HALO laws set up a 25-foot no-go zone. Number two, a federal court has already called a nearly identical law unconstitutional. Three, the practical effect is what this source calls an audio blackout, which messes with accountability. And finally, number four, this isn't just about one law, it's a major front in the bigger fight for transparency.
And that leaves us with the one big question that's at the heart of this entire thing. I mean, everybody agrees that first responders need to be safe to do their jobs effectively. No one's debating that. But where do you draw the line? At what point does a rule meant for safety cross over and become a rule that just creates public silence? That's the line in the sand everyone is fighting over.
Have you heard the word? thepolicerecord.com/invite/LJLP. Get you some discountage over there at thepolicerecord.com. Hope to see you there.